last February, my niece suggested that I read The Thursday Murder Club. I immediately went to Libby and put it on my wait list, and last week I got it. So that it took about February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It was the end of August, so 6 months. It took 6 months on for Libby to deliver this to me, and I immediately sat down and started reading it. It was amazing. I love the book, but I will talk about that later. Recently, Netflix came out with The Thursday Murder Club as a movie with Pierce Brosnan and Tom Ellis and Helen Mirren and Ben Kingsley. Those four are the top names, but anyway, I wanted to compare and contrast between the book and the movie. Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. I hope you're feeling fantastic. Weather outside today is so gorgeous. Sunshine, slight breeze. The leaves are starting to turn just a teeny bit of a color. It's a beautiful fall day here in southern Utah. And welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who have not heard of the Thursday Murder Club, and there are probably, I don't know, just a few of you that might have not heard of it, this is basically what it is. I'm going to read the book description. The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. The first installment in the beloved and New York Times bestselling series from Richard Osman, also author of We Solve Murders, which might be something that I might look into. That's not in the description. Anyway. 4 septuagenarians. Okay. Septuagenarians. I don't know. I'm only 6 years away from being a whatever this is, a whatever. I should learn how to say it. All right. Well, here's how you really say it.
Septuagenarians.
So 4 of these guys, with a few tricks up their sleeves, a female cop with her first big case, a brutal murder. Welcome to the Thursday Murder Club. In a peaceful retirement village, 4 unlikely friends meet weekly in the Jigsaw Room to discuss unsolved crimes. Together, they call themselves the Thursday Murder Club, and they call themselves the Thursday. Okay, they call themselves the Thursday Murder Club because the room is only open on Thursdays for them to meet. When a local developer is found dead with a mysterious photograph left next to the body, the Thursday Murder Club suddenly finds themselves in the middle of their first live case. Live case. If you're dead, is it live? Anyway. As the bodies begin to pile up, can our unorthodox but brilliant gang catch the killer before it's too late? That's the question. Too late for what? We'll find out. I found the book to be very engaging, interesting, always kept my interest. Everything was very clever and witty and funny. And you know what? It's British, and I got the humor. I felt that the characters were diverse and very, they were just really great. I really enjoyed them. The 4 main characters are Elizabeth, Ibrahim, Ron, and Joyce. Elizabeth is kind of the main ringleader, and she was brilliant. She showed us that sometimes, not sometimes, but most of the time, brains are better than brawn. Though she kind of had both. She was amazing. Never really comes out and says what she did for a living before she retired, but you kind of figure it out as time goes on, who or what she might have been. Joyce, very sweet, underestimated, and I think that's why I love this book so much, was because all of these characters, all of the main characters, are very underestimated. I mean, even Donna, who is the young first timer outer cop, it was they're all underestimated and kind of shunted off to the side. And I think that is what I loved most about the book, is that they prevailed. I feel like underdogs should always prevail, and they were definitely underestimated, especially Elizabeth. She was very brilliant when it came to sleuthing. The movie had 4 of my very favorite and some of the most impressive actors in the business. Helen Mirren, Ben Kingsley, Pierce Brosnan, who I have loved Pierce Brosnan since Remington Steele, which was 1982 to 1987. Loved him. I also have loved Tom Ellis. The first time I saw Tom Ellis was when he was in the TV show Miranda. Oh my gosh, that's very funny, and he was a great supporting cast. Great. But I love him in everything that he does. Ben Kingsley, seen him in a lot of things, and Helen Mirren also, but I cannot for the life of me pin one down that I have loved more than any other. Joyce was played by Celia. Oh, let me look. What's her last name? Celia Imrie or Imrie? I don't know how to say her name. I am so sorry, Celia. She did a marvelous job as Joyce, being very sweet and mischievous and funny. They all did an exceptional job in this movie, and I loved the movie. Now here's the thing. I didn't love the movie as much as I loved the book. The book had more details that I felt were important for the characters' developments, and I felt like that was a shame that it was not more detailed and closer to the book. There were not as many funny incidences in the movie. I mean, there were some, and they were okay, but the movie was aight. It felt like just any other mystery movie. There was nothing that stood out, and certainly not as much as the book stood out. I've often wondered if the reason why I was drawn to this book and to this movie because of the time of life that I'm in, and I would say no. I would say it's because of the underdog issue, the underdog, underdog. I always root for someone who is underestimated and who is just kind of shunted off to the side and then proves everybody wrong. That's the kind of movie that I love, the kind of book I love, why I love the Thursday Murder Club, but I love the book better than the movie.